I had my own personal Saltburn while I was in college. Spoiler alert, everyone did survive. But when I was studying abroad in Paris, I went to Madrid, and while I was in this nightclub, I meet this British guy, and it's like this oons nightclub. And side note, ladies, the way I met him was my friend was like, hey, I think that guy's German. And I was like, that guy? Pointed at him, and he immediately came over. So we have this amazing weekend together in Madrid, and then I'm going back to Paris. We keep in touch. And then a little while later, he's like, you should come to London. And I was like, yeah, bet. I have never been to London. Would love to do that with you, my man. So I booked a flight to Luton because I had zero dull hairs, and I flew Ryanair for the first time. That was very confusing. He picks me up. We go to his flat. So I say flat because it was a townhome in Chelsea, like 4 floors, who knows how many bedrooms, like 6 bedrooms, a garden in Chelsea, in London. And I walk in, and my naive ass goes, wow, how many roommates do you have? Like, this is an adult proper house. It's like, oh, it's my family's house. And he's like, oh yes, we're gonna go visit my family in the country on Saturday. And I was like, me? Like, okay, I know you from gallivanting around mostly naked in Madrid, but we shall go to the country. And while I'm in London, we meet a bunch of his posh British friends, and we're going out to nice places, and he's trying to get me to pay for things. And I was like, first of all, this is a man I am involved with. Second of all, you live in this house and you're asking me to pay for things? You know, they're dropping things here and there, like how they know like Cara and Poppy Delvine, who were just getting started at that time. And if you know, the Delvines, Cara Delvine, they come from like a titled lineaged family in the UK. So I was like, oh, okay, they're like that. But little do I know until I get to the country house. We take the train out, we get picked up, we roll up at the house, and it is an estate. Like, it's the type of thing where it's like from the distance it's big, and it gets bigger as you get closer. And I'm like, there's a ton of cars outside just for the family. Like 20 manicured dogs greet us, and there's horses, there's sheep. And I go in and I'm introduced to his parents, and his parents are very polite and nice, and he's actually talking me up so much. And then they ask me like, oh, do your parents live in the country or the city? And I'm like, the suburbs. And they kind of give me this blank stare, and I'm like, and in America we have the suburbs. It's like not the city, but not the country like this. It's a house with a yard, but not a house like this, like a house. And they're like, oh, I'm quaint. And then we kind of go mucking around. You know, it's a little soggy out there. They give me some hunter boots that are way too big for me. Everyone in this family was so tall. Like, this guy had to be 6'6" or 6'7". And when people ask me, what did I do that weekend? I remember we watched a movie. We didn't ride any of the horses because he told me none of the horses could currently support his size because he was so tall. They didn't have any currently, and I was like, okay, kind of a bummer. And then one night, 2 of his friends came out, this couple, same age as us, like college age. And, you know, we are drinking and playing pool and having a little fun. And, you know, they have some party supplies, and it was always very like hush hush, like the parents can't know about the party supplies. Or underage kids, of course, they can't know about the party supplies. That's totally fine. And then the mom was very specific that she wanted that couple to sleep in one certain bedroom. There's like 12 bedrooms here, but she's like, they must sleep in this bedroom, not in the blue bedroom. So at the end of the night, my guy goes and puts them in the blue bedroom, the forbidden blue bedroom. He goes, here, this is a great bedroom for you. The next day, you know, mom wakes up, she realizes they're in the blue bedroom. She waits till they leave, and she's like, why were they in the blue bedroom? And he's like, oh, mother, they insisted. They were just so drunk, and they insisted. And I just was staring at him being like, wow. Okay, that seems kind of weird. I go back to Paris, we're still talking, and then he comes to Paris, and we go out to a party. He basically disappears from the party, and I was like, oh, okay. And you know, I'm feeling a little butthurt because I was like, yeah, I still wanted to spend time with him. And then the weekend passes, he's just avoiding me, and I was like, this is very strange, but I'm just living my life. And then it comes to maybe be Sunday, and he asks to meet me at a cafe near me in the 5e where I'm staying. And then we go, and he sits down, he's just like very serious. He's like, basically breaking up with me. And I was like, I'm so confused how you're breaking up with me because we're not together. And he's just like, well, the love of my life is here, and we're together, we're going to get married. And I was like, whoa, wait, you have a girlfriend? You've had a girlfriend this whole time, like the whole time that I went to your parents' house, shared a bed with you, and they witnessed this. Like, they knew you have a girlfriend? a long-term girlfriend that you plan on marrying? We're both the same age at this point too, like 20-ish years old. And he's like, well, yes, like she's studying abroad right now, so we're apart, but like we're meant to be together. And I was like, okay, bye. I've always been kind of curious about his family and their lineage and like see if I can look anything up about it. It's so generic, you can't really find anything. And he didn't really have social media. He had a Facebook that's never been active, impossible to find on Instagram, but on LinkedIn, he's had a LinkedIn that I have checked in on a couple times, especially after seeing Saltburn. And the most interesting thing is that it has not been updated in years. And so I'm just like, something happened to him, or he thinks he's too good for LinkedIn.